You about ready?
I got some steak and eggs left. You want to finish it?
Save it for lunch.
If we don't have any luck today, we'll drop back to Sakara and pick up some more men.
You're pretty sour first thing in the morning, aren't you?
Sorry, Nick. I'm just looking at the chances as they are. Mount up.
Morning. You eat? Looks like a new world, don't it?
Not for me.
Maybe not. But if you're smart as I figure, you'll make the best of it. So let's get started.
What's the matter?
That's really why you brought me here, to teach you to read and write.
That's the reason, teacher.
All right, where are my books?
This all right, Miss Keller? I'm not much for the indoors.
We're heading for Sakura now, Sam. When do you figure?
How's Will doing?
He's coming along pretty quick.
I'll be leaving a little past noon. I'll meet you in that alley at the end of town.
You got shot up in that Carson City bank holdup, didn't you?
Things happen.
I know. There was a man killed.
Julio's brother. That's a chance we all take. Now, you going to learn me to read, or ain't you?
You know your alphabet?
I can make an X. That's it.
Learning to read and write takes a long time.
Well, however long it takes.
All right. Now, this is an A. A is for apple, and that's a picture of an apple to remind you. And it says here, the lad ate the apple. Apples are in apple pie. Say it.
Say what?
A is for apple. The lad ate the apple. Apples are in apple pie.
A is for apple. The lad ate the apple. Apples is...
R.
Apples are in apple pie.
Good. Good. Now pick out the A's.
Here's one.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. And, no, this one. And 5. I got them all, didn't I?
There are 3 more.
How about that book?
That's for the 2nd grade, Sam.
Oh. A is for apple. The lad ate the apple. Apples are in apple pie.
Good.
Now, what's this letter?
Oh, that's B. B is for boy, and this is C. C is for cat. And it says, the cat saw the
Rat.
boy. Boy.
Oh.
Boy. The pictures will help you remember. And this is D. D for deer.
That ain't no deer. Well, that's what we call a pronghorn, little pronghorn calf, kind of like an antelope. Well, deer fawn is prettier. Prettiest thing in the world is a spotty fawn. Well, I bet the fellow who wrote that book never got out of the classroom.
Why didn't you go to school, Sam?
We'll talk about that some other time.
All right. Now we'll start over.
Well, one guess as good as another. Up across there to the back country, down below to the flats.
Maybe you ought to split up. What I'd like to know is why we haven't heard from Kelly. He wouldn't have had any trouble finding us so far.
It don't make sense, Sam Belden not asking for ransom.
I say we better split up.
Maybe you're right, Nick.
Hank, Pete, you go with the Barclays. The rest of you come with me. We'll meet in Socorro after sundown.
And I wish Belden had asked for a ransom. Then at least we'd know she's safe.
Come on and help me.
No. Figure this out for yourself.
The cat saw the cat.
Now that was childish and stupid.
I don't see why you have to devil a man so.
Their learning process is very painful. Now let's get started again.
You want to check this?
Double check Bates on a hay wagon. See you don't use too much kerosene.
All right, Sam.
I'm shortening the fuse. It'll still give you enough time.
Whatever you think.
All right, get going.
I don't understand.
Well, it says right here, ma'am. The cat saw the rat.
Can't be sure, but those look like hoof prints that have been brushed out. Well, if you're right, that'd put them in the hills somewhere above Socorro.
That narrows it down to about 1,000 square miles.
Let's go over this once more.
Not now. I'm having my lunch. We'll go over it when I'm finished.
Been a long time since I took orders from a lady. She was as pretty as one of them fawns we talked about. My wife. San Francisco. Now, that's where I met her. It was about 9 years ago. She was younger than me. She was soft and fresh, like a new sunrise. But she's dead now, it don't matter.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. She was happy. The times we had. Why, she told me that anyhow. Left me with something to remember.
Sam, why is it so important for you to learn how to read and write now, in this way?
You expect me to be sitting in some classroom somewhere? That'd be the sight. Sam Belden learning his letters with a posse and 6 marshals waiting outside the door with a rope.
Where's your home, Sam?
Oh, I got a place in the high country. It's a quiet place.
Is that really home for you?
My wife's buried there. makes it home. Last year, when I was about to leave, she got took with the fever and died. I put some rocks over her place in the earth, and I left. Haven't been back since. I keep thinking about going back. Warm days. The air is so clear you can see for 100 miles. There's a little spring that runs by the side of the hill behind the house. Indians say if you drink the water, the time will come when you sing your death song within the sound of that spring.
Sam, you still haven't told me why you want to learn to read and write.
Oh, yeah. Well, the signs. That's why. You see, we do a lot of traveling in strange countries and not knowing what the signs say, sometimes we get into a lot of trouble. That's why I got to learn how to read.
I see.
Is there something wrong with that? Every man's got a reason. I told you mine.
Did you?
What do you want?
It's time, huh?
Yeah. S is for school, right? O is for out. School's out, teacher.